Good afternoon, friends. As it always happens, safety gets the less time. So my time is already curtailed by 10 minutes. That's how we play and give importance to safety, unfortunately. Yeah. Uh, well, I will try to quickly uh, sum up as early as possible so that I am not keeping you away from key. My topic is organizing exhibitions, wishing safety away. This is what we are doing, and this is a example of what we should not have been done. Friends, I am not talking something which you don't know. This is only a revision, as we go into the schools. We know everything. Last minute we do the revisions. This is only a revision for all of us. You are stalwarts in the industry. You know what are the implications of not adhering to certain norms when it comes to safety. I just want to have all of us soul searching and introspecting if we can improve a little bit so that the lives involved in the exhibition industry are have some better experience of the events which we do. So how long we are going to keep wishing safety away or keeping our fingers crossed that nothing will happen to our event as it happened last month to some other event which all of you know. So I have 12 slides on safety which I will not go through. I'll run through those slides so that we save some time and then go on to the actual action plan if what we should be doing for safety. So as you all know, safety is a relative freedom from danger, risk or threat to whom? The harm persons or the property, and it can happen accidentally or by design. So friends, go quickly. Dangers, risks, threats could be physical, biological, chemical, social. You all know which are these and what are the causes for this. Improper tools, uniforms, absence of plugs and sockets, very, very common. I am an electrical engineer. Used to do an electrical show, and I used to pain seeing the wires being connected the way they are still being connected today, without connectors, without plugs and sockets, no terminations, disregard for safety. Unfortunate part is that we all in India, we believe in two things. एक भगवान है और दूसरा जुगाड़. भगवान से हम लोग, we believe in God that nothing will happen to us. And whatever we want to do with the short span which we have to create the exhibition, हम लोग जितना हो सकता है उतना जुगाड़ कर लेते हैं. And then pray that everything will end well. So friends, biological, you know the way we treat our people, overwork, the sanitation, the food, the water, everything what we do, we are just overlooking the people who are working for us day in, day out at the exhibition industry. The chemicals, the plant, the paints, the inflammable material, aerosols which we use, how we are using, where we are using. I have seen on the exhibitions site during construction people preparing food, cooking food there with the stoves and everything. This is how we treat our safety. Social arguments, quarrels, this happens because it's such a short span. 3 days you have to create an exhibition. Naturally, there has to be some disagreements, some quarrels. There are also outside disturbances. You all know we are in the industry, we know how we are destroyed by the external elements who come in play when they know that one has to complete the event, make it ready within a given span of time. So there are safety measures, injuries, trauma, fire, destruction is the property, loss to property. It is caused deliberately by sabotage, disruption, or by accident, short circuits, fires. So here, we just talked about what safety is, which we know. So what is the way forward? And the way forward is that we need to look seriously at this issue. We have not only look seriously, we have to commit to the issue. We have to see what possible measures we can take to address the issue. We need to interact with our counterpart association to see if some solutions could be taken. We should form standards, rules and regulations. And having done all this, collectively we should adhere to what we are planning. Binu Saab in the morning, right at this welcome speech, talked about safety. Mr. Metapalli just now before me talked about safety. So we all know what is the importance of safety in our sector of industry. So the seriousness, the lives of people and their dependents are involved. We have seen accidents happening just because of the disregard to the safety. The loss of damage to property may take place, huge financial implications. The recent fire which happened at Chowpatty, the crane operator lost 1.5 crores in cranes. He didn't have an insurance. Who will educate him? The organizer may have insured himself. He may get away with it. But what happens to our vendors who are doing the work for us? Possibly criminal cases, litigations, and credibility of the company at large. That is the most important aspect, that you lose just one incident and you lose your credibility. So friends, we need to commit ourselves to safety, respect rules and regulations formed by government and organizers. There has to be an inner judge amongst us. दिल से लगना चाहिए कि यार, we should do something. The rules and regulations are formed, let them follow them. We should have consideration for the people who are working with us on the project and provide sufficient protection, not physical, but also insure them for any mishap which might take place. So possible measures to address the issue: protective equipment, helmets, shoes, harnesses, safety glasses, using correct tools, properly terminating wires. We all know this. Only thing is that we don't follow it in practice. Inflammable materials, insuring people, equipment, property adequately. I have seen that half of the time in my career, many of my friend organizers had not insured, saying that nothing will happen. But if something goes wrong, it's really going to be a very, very heavy penalty on finances. And most importantly is, it's an additional cost for organizer, but employing independent electrical, fire safety and security consultants is absolutely must in today's environment when we are organizing large exhibitions and events. So friends, we have now 3 or 4 associations who are operating in the exhibition industry space. The exhibition organizers are there, event management companies are there, associations are there. We need to sit together and see if we can understand and create a safety agreement, and then possibly jointly meet the government. As Binu Saab had said, maybe BIS can take over, adopt the standard and form a BIS standard out of the draft which we can give. In fact, when Binu Saab was asked me to make this presentation, I went through the website and found that number of governments have formed safety standards for exhibition industry. In UK, there is a standard for events and exhibition industry. There are organizations like UBM have a very elaborate safety manual, some running into several pages. Interestingly, there was a safety manual by a contractor a stand builder, he has created a safety manual for himself and for his people. So there are people who are concerned about safety and who are committed to safety. So there are standards available, there are norms available. Only thing is that we have to pick up right things for our country and try to prepare a draft. So that's where I said that IESA should consider approaching bodies like IEA or EMA and form a working group to create such a draft, then finalize a draft with consent to all of us. And the most difficult part is, having done so, we all need to follow it religiously, and maybe we form a committee, maybe an ethics committee who could audit exhibitions and certify use of correct procedures as stipulated in the standards which we formulate and commit to adhere to. And maybe a certificate like ISO, after doing the audits, you have UFI certificate for your exhibitions. If we can have a certification for adhering to safety and security standards for the organizations. So in conclusion, I have some suggestions for this gathering. Form a cross-sectoral committee to study and formulate the safety standards and rules and regulations. Finalize the safety standards so formed and the rules and regulations. Obtain signatures, confirmation signatures from the companies who accept adhering to these standards, and audit companies for following such safety standards who are willing to go through the same. As usual, there will be some roadblocks. The basic is the unwillingness to change and our belief in God. There is a fierce competition, and prices will play a major role. When you are going to add something, it going to add cost. On the face value of it, you are going to save a lot over a period of time if you adhere to safety. But the customers will be unwilling to pay in case our costs increase. But I believe that we have tenacity to continue working together and put our best foot forward, and we will succeed for sure. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Moran Sahab, thank you for that excellent presentation. In fact, you did not say anything that we don't know. Everybody in this room knows each and everything that you said. The thing is that we don't adhere to it. That's why we need to, what I was talking in the morning about the self-censorship. And I am extremely glad yesterday in our AGM you agreed that you will be in the panel which will be writing the standards. Shibu had brought some draft standards, and yesterday you said that you will also join there. And we are very grateful that you agreed. Today I had a just chat with Sabas Joseph of EMA, what you just said.
Yes.
And Sabas agreed that whatever standards we are writing and we will be bringing about, EMA will also adhere and we will send it to them. So one step that we have suggested, we have already done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. More, I have a suggestion.
Sorry, sir.
I'm Roy Jacob
Yes.
from CII.
Yes, Mr. Jacob, I know you, yeah.
Thank you for touching upon a very important subject, which is safety of human being, property, and infrastructure. This is very, very important, which is not really seriously taken by our industry so far. We would like to use a guideline. If, before you get into all these things that you're talking, it may take time, may 6 months, a year. We would like to use a manual on safety. If we can create one, at least for some of our big shows where we can implement. You know, organizers like, big organizations like EMA, CII or IMTMA creates this manual and ask our vendors to adhere to it. The vendors will automatically start adhering to it instead of you yourself talking about it and doing it. We can start implementing it and, you know, forcing upon the vendors and the agencies to adhere to this, because safety is very, very important. If you would like to, you know, or IESA would like to put together a 2-page guideline for safety, particularly on electrical paint, where you talked about chemical, then movement of goods on the second day, third day of the construction time, manual movement of goods, that causes accidents sometime to people. These kind of a few items, if we can pick up and create a doable guideline, which we can enforce quickly into, you know, I assure you that we can enforce it into some of our big shows that we do in various parts of the country here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jacob. Thank you. It's a